and there's source code for the other devices. So the alarm clock, for example, it's 124 lines. A lot of that is just comments and disclaimer and stuff. But again, we include pigdev.h. Here are some function prototypes and some variables we need. This runs when we first start the device, and it basically sets up a handler so that the child can let us know when time is up. And then here's our main loop. We only respond to CSR changes. Get the CSR, and you know, go through the bits and do what you want to do. If bit 3 is set, I set this int enabled variable to say interrupts should happen when the timer expires. If bit 0 is set, CSR and 1 is true, then we you know, clear some bits to indicate, and check to see if the time is 0. If it is, we're not going to restart a child. Otherwise, we kill the current child and we start a new child with the appropriate time, and so on and so forth. So you can kind of build these up however you like, but it's the same basic structure. Go through, check the bits of the command status register. That's the end of the main loop. When we get through and we exit the main loop, that means that SimH is shutting us down. So we check to see if we have a child process, and if so, we just send them a SIG user so that they'll know to shut down. When the child's timer expires, it signals us by running timer done, and here we just check to see if interrupts are enabled, and if they are, we use this macro request int, which will put a information into SimH so that the next time it pulls for interrupts, it'll say, hey, alarm wants an interrupt, and it'll go ahead and vector, and so on. And here's the child process. Basically, we construct the child, we pass it a time, it converts it from milliseconds, or from seconds to milliseconds to microseconds, and then calls microsleep. And when it's done, it signals the parent that time is up, and it just does this forever. And when the process is done, the parent signals the child, and the child just exits gracefully. So not a whole lot to creating these devices. Now some of these are more complex. The file manager in particular is a fairly intricate piece of code, because you're passing file names in and so on and so forth. So this one's a little bit longer, almost 300 lines. But it's all the same basic idea. So those are in the repository, and they hopefully give, you know, a starting point for some ideas on implementing different devices.